Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum so far has failed to give us 5 waves, and that is not good because Bitcoin did manage to give us 5 waves up, even though, as explained in the Bitcoin video, not an ideal wave pattern, so it sort of reduces a little bit the confidence, and here Ethereum has failed completely. So it's not great at the moment, so we are going to zoom in a minute. Overall, the wave count and the idea is still that we had here a 1-2 setup, 1, 2, and we are now possibly already in the third wave to the upside. This third wave obviously consists of 5 subwaves, so we're looking at the possibility if we are now in the first subwave of the third, and maybe even within this first subwave within the first one, because this is all about cascading, building on each other, as per the Elliott Wave method. And what we always want to see to indicate that a more substantial bottom has been made, a more substantial low, what we want to see is that Ethereum makes 5 waves to the upside. That would be the first indication that we can say with higher confidence a low has been made. I mean, the price action yesterday was quite nice. And yes, you could argue, no, we haven't seen 5 waves. We absolutely haven't. So as you can see indicated here, what I told you needs to happen to really get confidence in that Ethereum is starting to move. Now, again, Bitcoin made a higher high. Ethereum didn't. So it's not great. I mean, you can see just looking at without the wicks, if you don't consider the wicks, yeah, then you can say we had 5 waves up. You can say that. But we have to consider the wicks. You know, all waves have to be counted. Now, with these 2 wicks, I can't really count that as 5 waves up. Yeah, I mean, I could, but then it would have to be a so-called truncated wave pattern. They are not great. Yeah, and again, it just is all about what does the chart give us so that we can have confidence in it. And this has cost it some credibility. Now, it's of course not over, and this could still turn around, but it's just sort of less probability now. We could still be now in an ABC pattern down, but I can tell you the levels that definitely need to be followed, because this now has to basically hold a certain support level so that we can still rally in the next 5 wave pattern to the upside. So it must not drop, let's say, ideally, and it's all about, you know, in an ideal world, right? But everything that deviates from that will cost the chart credibility and will also reduce the probability of a successful trade. So it should really get into the area, or should not drop below the 1133 level. So in a possible wave 2, because this would be a wave 1, this here a wave 2. So it should not drop below 1133. If it does, it will probably also lose 1075. And to be honest, if it loses the 1075 level, yeah, it still has another chance to hold the $1,000 level. But holding the $1,000 level would be absolutely crucial to still keep confidence in the larger pattern that I just showed you, the 1-2 setup here, 1, 2, and then, 1, 2, and then we are now in the wave 3. But if we lose the $1,000 level, this will get very, very unlikely, very unlikely. So I will then focus more on the downside. But yeah, just want to emphasize to you, we didn't have an ideal 5 wave pattern to the upside. That can raise some concerns, because it could mean that we've only had a 1-2 setup down. But also here now, you know, we've basically in this move come up a bit too high to consider that a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4 or something. This is not yet impulsive to the downside. So at the moment we need to keep an open mind here. I think what we need to look at is this support area. As long as we're holding this or the current support, the current low, then yeah, we can certainly already move up in the next 5 wave pattern. But what you need to see, we have, well, yeah, we have, if I count 5 waves up, we don't have 3 waves down, so there should be an ABC. So we should get into the yellow area, should hold support ideally. Again, if we don't hold the 1133 level, it will risk invalidation. And it already isn't the most, let's say, reliable pattern, with the 5th wave failing to make a clear one. So yes, this could still be, you know, this could still be, if Bitcoin now starts to rally, then we could have here some kind of a diagonal pattern where you will say, all right, maybe we have a deep wave 4 and we're still moving up in 5. That is also not ideal, yeah, because this would be a diagonal pattern. It is possible though, yeah, and if we see 5 waves up, even if it's in a diagonal, that will again shift probabilities more towards we have a likely breakout. So really, it's all about those 5 waves to the upside that we need to see. If we see it from here, the 5th wave, I'd be happy with that. But again, it's not an ideal impulse pattern. We would then be looking at something like an ascending broadening wedge, which then will also get exhausted after the 5th wave, most likely. A target here would still be sort of in the $1,400 region. And then if we see the 5 waves, it might be worth to look at the wave 2 correction and to buy the wave 2 low. At least I will consider that. At the moment, I'm going with this, with the truncated low, the truncated high, but it's also not great, right? So we just need to have a bit of patience here. I think look for a high probability setup. Next long entry would be here, but be aware that a drop below 1133 could fail the whole pattern. So the stop loss can be set quite tight. Other than that, for me, it's just a bit of waiting, especially at Friday. You know, trades are being closed for the weekend, so we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update about Ethereum. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.